Talking about driving less, the traffic congestion is another big problem in this region and also in our city. It is really bad now and will get worse because we don't have an effective mass rapid transit system in place. Silicon Valley traffic just jumped up from the 6th worst area in the nation to 5th place. Okay, first place is Hawaii, second place is LA, third place is San Francisco, fourth place is Seattle, and we are the 5th place now. Okay. Major funding for transportation come from gasoline sales tax, and it has continued to drop. This means we will have less money to solve our traffic congestion problem. I just attended the new mayors and the city council conference in Sacramento last week. Our state leaders are working very hard and trying to find a solution. In the meantime, the funding for transportation will continue to drop. Another big problem, in my opinion, you don't have to agree with me, is Valley Transportation Authority, so-called VTA in this Santa Clara County here. It's not working on to move people where people wants to go. They're working on to move people where VTA want them to go, and that's what the bigger problem, in my opinion. Unless VTA shift its paradigm, the traffic congestion in our area will get much worse. We have to do more within our city and working with our neighboring city. And I would like to see that we start a free shuttle bus service for our senior and then also for our students and all our residents, which inside our city and also reach to Caltrain station. So if someone want to go out, they can take the Caltrain and then go anywhere they want to go. And we also need to do more to provide a safer path for our bikers and our pedestrians. So I have asked our library commissioner and then also librarian Jerry Liu to host a video contest among our students to find a solution for our traffic. And Jerry, can you stand up? Can you give him a hand? Short notice, and then he did a very good job. And then our students are doing a very good job. We have four winner for three prizes. So you will say, why 4 winner for 3 prizes? Because the number 1, number 2, and number 3, we have 2 number 3 ties. So instead of cutting one out, I give them both of them. So we'll see some of their work. So on the video.
That the elevated bike lane solves are the accidents that occur when cyclists try to bike near cars that are parallel parked on the sidewalk. By moving the cyclists next to the pedestrians, cars that are parked on the sides of the street.
And obviously there's a bad side to everything, and to cars that was traffic. Well, traffic has always been a problem all around the world, and that definitely applies to Silicon Valley.
Instead of just a single route, upping the appeal of public transportation and keeping the freeways and roads less congested. Increasing the options in which commuters can exit out of this residential zone will thin out.
So we have a 5-step plan for reducing traffic in Cupertino as well as the Silicon Valley. Our 5 steps are to
stage 1, which is using an app to encourage spontaneous carpooling, addresses the short-term issue of congestion. So our main concern is to increase the vehicle efficiency through carpooling.
The winner is Taco Cat. Derek Lee and Jonathan Fong. So I have talked to the city manager. He agreed we will place each video is about a couple minutes, 7 minutes, about 7 minutes. So we'll place on our city council agenda at the beginning of the meeting for the next 4 meetings. And then we'll bring them up, we'll give them the award. So the first prize is $400, second prize is $200, and the third prize is $100. So that's the best money I spend for the city on the so-called mayor discretional money. Okay, and the next video is I also want to thank former mayor Ross Singh suggested that he will come up with his discretional money, and he wanted me to come up with my discretional money. So we put it together this video about the traffic. Take a look.
Traffic in Silicon Valley. It has gotten worse and worse, particularly with the economy booming. Every morning, commuters drive north on 85 and 280 from San Jose and cities to the south, to jobs in Cupertino, Sunnyvale, Mountain View, and beyond. For much of their trip, they sit in traffic. Since 2013, we've had an explosion of new office development in the same cities and new housing in San Jose and cities to the south, which will soon bring a lot more traffic on these roads. As Silicon Valley has grown, our highways have filled up beyond their capacity, causing traffic to leak out onto our arterial roads and back up into our neighborhoods. At this rate, our already overcrowded network is headed for gridlock within the next decade. Imagine your commute time doubling or tripling. This is our future unless we imagine and build something different. What if we widen the freeways? A freeway lane can handle 6,000 cars over a 3-hour commute period. Even if we had the land and taxpayer dollars to build a new lane in each direction, the cars from just one tech campus are more than enough to fill it. Why don't we demand that big companies solve the traffic problem themselves with private buses? Maybe Diamond or Express lanes will fix things. Big companies have taken many cars off the road, bringing up to half of their employees to work by private bus. But they're reaching the limits of what they can feasibly do moving their own employees. Both public and private buses are now getting stuck in the same traffic as cars, and our diamond lanes are just as congested as the other lanes during peak commute time. There's no one-size-fits-all solution that will solve our growing traffic problem, but one thing is certain: we must provide transit alternatives that better use our limited real estate and get us to where we're going faster than in cars. This will take a dedicated transit lane or track, or a combined lane and track. Some say we've already tried public transit in Silicon Valley and it just won't work. Service is infrequent, ridership is poor, and geographic coverage is poor. In particular, it doesn't bring people to most major job centers, which is critical for effective service. And where it runs, it often runs too slowly to offer a faster alternative to cars. Some say that our metro area, dominated by single-story buildings, is not dense enough for transit, but many other metro areas with similar density have an effective transit system. Silicon Valley leads the world in innovation, but we live in a transit desert. So what are we, residents, businesses, decision makers, the people of Silicon Valley, going to do about it? How do we get out of this desert? How do we avoid gridlock if we want Silicon Valley to continue to prosper? How have other single-story metro areas solved this problem? We'll explore answers to these questions in our next video.
Thanks, Council Member Rossing. He's the one getting this all together. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do about it? The next chapter has yet to be fully written. But in the last year, we were been able to work with the West Valley City and also North County City. Just in case you don't know what West Valley City means: Cupertino, Saratoga, Campbell, Los Gatos, and Monte Sereno, 5 cities. And North County is Nasoto Hills, Nasoto, Sunnyvale, Mountain View, Palo Alto. So if all the North County City and the West Valley City work together, we have a much better leverage and then hopefully get some solution toward this area here. Okay, so stay tuned.